Hi, Tim Blankenship here with Divorce661.com, and today we're here with Lisa Scholz, who is a mediator, and I want to get these videos out to folks. There's a big misunderstanding about what mediators do when it's in regards to family law. So we wanted to get some information out there so we can kind of pull the curtain back on what mediation is in regards to and how it works with family law and divorces specifically. So Lisa Scholz is a mediator / divorce coach. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what that does, what mediation is, and just kind of introduce yourself and your company and what you can do for folks.
Okay. So I'm a private, non-attorney mediator. I know a lot of people know attorneys that also do mediation, and this is kind of a completely different perspective. I have a practice where I help people through the divorce process. They need to have their legal advice from somewhere else. That doesn't come from me, but I work on the communication skills. I work on coming to an agreement that works best for their family. And that's most important to me, is that it fits what they need as a family, especially if there's kids involved. So
regarding kids and family and just the overall decision making, mediation as opposed to litigation, long term, especially if kids are involved,
yes,
is going to be beneficial because they're going to divorce, but they're still going to see each other on custody exchanges.
The relationship needs to stay intact.
Yeah.
I mean, you may not like your partner, you may not get along well enough to live together anymore, but when you have children involved, that relationship needs to be where you have those communication skills and you are able to salvage whatever relationship you had left so that your children are not the collateral damage.
Right. So tell us a little bit more about you specifically and your background regarding and how did you get into mediation? How did this come about?
I went through divorce as well several years ago and was like most of the public that I've talked to, didn't know what mediation was. I heard that I was supposed to go to mediation before we had a hearing date. My ex-husband was not interested in participating in that. That was something he wasn't interested in. And I looked further into it, asked a lot of questions. I was getting ready to go back to school to get a graduate degree and decided that was something I wanted to focus on, was mediation and conflict resolution. So I actually received my master's in that specialty in psychology. So I come from a completely different perspective, a different background than attorney mediators do. I don't have that litigation mindset. I want a peaceful process, and it is completely in the hands of the parties, of the clients. This is their life. The decisions that they make about their family should come from them and not from anyone else. So more of a facilitator, trying to ask those important questions that make them think about what's most important.